Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are dealing with yet another new concept in the Databricks. It's a very unique concept and I feel like it is very less talked about, but it's a very major and useful concept in the Databricks. So let's get right into it. I'm talking about temp views in Databricks and also I'll combine caching concept in this. So let's consider this situation. We have a large data set in our catalog in some table and we are querying that large data set, and then the result of that query we need to use multiple times. So instead of querying it multiple times, what we are going to do, instead of using a subquery, I will create a temp view and cache it in the memory of the Spark. So in case the query need to be reused multiple times, the same query, the same subset we need, so that will be used by the Spark ad hoc instead of every time calculating and going through the different filters and computing. So this will save us a lot of compute resources and it will optimize costs. And I'm going for a temp view because these do not take up any physical memory on our catalog on any storage. So before we take a look at the code in the screen, I give you a brief difference between the temp view and the global temp view. Please have a look at that. So in this, we are talking about the scope of these views, the access syntax. It is basically very simple. The stored in the memory location. So it is session memory and the system database. And then the persistence. So when the view will cease to exist and its use cases and can be cached. So in both cases, it can be cached and the performance impact. So these are the different features that we are comparing them on. So please have a look on that. And now let's dig right into the code. Okay, so we're back into our Databricks environment. I've started my cluster. So this is our dimension table of dimension products. These are a few categories. It has only 4 rows with the different categories of the product names. Let's go down, and this is our fact table. So the fact table has about some million rows. So it is a large table, and dimension table is only a small table. So now let's get right into it. What we want to do is we want to create a recent sales view, and this will be reused into the most of our logic. So once we calculate the 90 days of our data, we will cache this temp view. So this will be cached into the Spark memory, and it will be reused whenever we are querying the same data set. So let's hit execute this command. Okay, so we executed the temp view, and so the temp view is created, and also it is cached into the Spark's memory. Now what we will do is we need to calculate the total revenue by category. We are going to use the same temp view that is cached into our memory, so it will be much faster. So after hitting the execute, the query gives us the result in very smaller amount of time as compared to if it wasn't cached. It would have taken a lot of time to compute this since we are querying a view. But since we have cached it, so it gives us the query in a smaller amount of time. Let's go down and see. Here we are calculating the top 3 products, best selling products. Although we saw in the dimension table that we only have 4 categories, but I limited it to 3. So it takes very small amount of time to execute it. If I remove this limit, we only have 4 products in the dimension table, so it won't be that much. But the execution time is very less, so it performs the executions faster. Now let's go down. Yeah, sales trend over time. So what we are doing is we are calculating the sales date and the daily revenue. So we are summing it by unit price into the quantity. So the number of pieces sold into their unit price, and that we are rounding it to up to 2 decimal places. So that is the daily revenue, and then we group it by the sales and order by the sale date. So yeah, in about 2 seconds, it gives us a lot of rows. In the end, we need to uncache our view. After we are done with our queries, we need to uncache it so that it clears up Spark's memory. So once we have done with the different queries, we need to uncache our view. So this we uncached it using this command. So as a final note, I would say if we find ourselves reusing the same logic and we do not want to store it into any table, so we want to optimize the storages as well. So I would think about using the temp view and the cache table. So this is a simple trick to optimize performance without any extra cost. Just remember to uncache the temp view once done with all the different queries. So it will clear up the memories. So this is a basic definition and some simple points on temp view and global temp view. And lastly, if I detach my cluster, so I detach this notebook and then reattach it. So if we then query anything from our temp view, it will be gone. Lastly, guys, one humble request. So I put in a lot of effort into making these videos, and I'll be continue to upload more videos related to data and AI fields. So please share my channel to fellow data and AI enthusiasts. And also, if you are preparing for the certificate, Databricks Certified Data Engineer Professional, I'll be adding some more videos into this. So please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, put in your comments and feedbacks and suggestions. So thank you and see you in the next one.